Recently, I've been testing the sweeper keeper archetype to see how well it performs compared to shot stopper in 11v11 competitive matches. And honestly, it turned out to be pretty good. I've always liked sweeper keeper as an archetype, mainly because of the far throw plus playstyle. The problem with sweeper is that it doesn't get footwork plus. And with how common low-driven shots have been this year, that usually makes it weaker than shot stopper in competitive leagues. But recently, I've noticed more players going for first-time shots into the top corner instead of constantly forcing low-driven. Because of that, I decided to test sweeper keeper properly in a session of Baffins. And after using it there, we ended up winning the whole thing. So I knew this build was worth making a video on. If there's enough interest, I'll make a separate video on the Baffins tournament we won. So let me know in the comments if that's something you'd like to see. That out of the way, let's get into the build. For the height and weight, I'm using the exact same setup as my shot stopper build. That being said, I don't recommend blindly copying my height and weight if you already have something that feels better for you. Goalkeeper builds are always going to depend on your own playstyle, your league rules, and what you personally feel comfortable with. But if you don't have time to experiment with every height and weight combination, then 6'5", 185 pounds is a very solid option that will do the job for you. Gives you enough reach to deal with top corner shots while still not feeling too slow or heavy against low-driven shots. If you play in VPG or other leagues where height restrictions exist, then you can bring it down to 6'4", 185 pounds or whatever the league rules allow. The build is still very good at making saves, even at shorter heights, so don't feel like it's only good or only works at 6'5". For the specialization, I've gone ahead and chosen Launcher. In my opinion, Launcher is the only sweeper keeper specialization that is actually useful, both because of the playstyle and the perk itself. Long Ball Plus is a very strong playstyle because it can create sudden goal scoring opportunities for your team. If you have fast attackers making runs in behind, one good long ball can completely open up the game. The Distance Assister perk also gives a nice boost to those long passes in space, which fits perfectly with how a sweeper keeper should play. So out of the three options in specializations, Launcher is the one I recommend most. These are the playstyles and playstyle pluses that I use. The main reason sweeper keeper feels so good and so useful is Far Throw Plus. With Far Throw Plus, you can throw passes behind the opponent's defense, and even your regular throws that are shorter or medium distance to nearby teammates feel much better because the ball travels further and faster than it does with Silver Far Throw. The other playstyle plus options are similar to what you'd use on a shot stopper build, so I'd recommend keeping them as they are. Again, if you play in a league like VPG, where Far Reach is banned, you can replace Far Reach Plus with Long Ball Plus to make your long passes even more dangerous. For the silver playstyles, they're almost the exact same as my shot stopper build. The main difference is that we'll be using silver footwork because Sweeper Keeper doesn't get footwork plus. Footwork, as I've mentioned before, is a must-have playstyle this year, whether it's silver or gold. It's one of the most important playstyles for dealing with low shots and close range reactions, so make sure it's one of the first ones you unlock. I've already explained why I like using Cross-Claimer as well as all three passing playstyles. I don't recommend using playstyles like block or long throw because they can sometimes mess with your diving animations. For goalkeeper builds, I think it's usually better to stick with goalkeeping and passing playstyles, with a few exceptions for certain physical playstyles like Enforcer or Press Proven if they fit your style. And now for the attributes. Diving, reflexes, and positioning should always be 99. Those are your core goalkeeper stats, and there's really no reason to compromise on them. For agility and balance, you can invest depending on what feels best for you, but I'd recommend getting balance to at least 80 so you can unlock silver footwork. For reactions, it depends on your club facilities. If your club has reaction facilities, then invest enough points just to reach 99. If your club doesn't have any, then just max it out to 96. Ball control, dribbling, and composure are also useful because they help you keep the ball and distribute under pressure. As a sweeper keeper, you're going to be involved on the ball far more often, so you don't want to feel uncomfortable every time a defender passes back to you. That's also why I recommend investing heavily into vision, short passing, long passing, and curve. Your distribution is one of the biggest reasons to use sweeper keeper in the first place, so you want your passes to be as consistent and effective as possible. For pace, I use 85 acceleration and sprint speed. That gives you enough speed to sweep outside of the box, close down through balls, and recover when your defensive line gets caught too high. For physical stats, I like to have my jumping and strength at 90. Jumping helps with dealing with aerial balls, crosses, corners, while strength helps you stay on your feet, deal with the contact better, and not be thrown to the ground during the situations. And finally, I use 4-star weak foot. This makes your distribution much more flexible and consistent no matter which foot you're forced to use. And that is my best level 100 sweeper keeper build in FC26 Pro Club. I know a lot of you prefer using sweeper keeper instead of shot stopper, so this video is for you. Let me know in the comments if you use this build, and let me know how it worked out for you. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate it if you left a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.